The story of Queen Meghan's exile and the photographs of sleeping Princess Charlotte has been making rounds in various English-language sources and British YouTube channels. Interestingly, it seemed to surface almost simultaneously across these platforms. I can't vouch for the reliability of these sources, but they present a narrative that brings together different events that may have occurred. So it's up to you to judge, and perhaps you've already heard of it elsewhere. It all allegedly began with Meghan trespassing into the private area of Kensington Palace and taking photos of the sleeping Princess Charlotte. The nanny, Maria Borrallo, reportedly witnessed this and immediately informed Kate. There are also mentions of Meghan's involvement in the disappearance of Kate's jewels, but I couldn't find any concrete information on that part. However, sources claim that Meghan intended to sell the pictures of the princess for a record-breaking $350,000 to the tabloid Us Weekly. When Catherine found out about this, Meghan denied everything and even accused Kate of doubting her and spreading false accusations. Meghan refused to show her camera, stating that it was broken. Kate then tried to discuss the incident with Harry, but he didn't seem to give it much importance. Seriously, that's hurtful, honestly. Now, the editor of Us Weekly, Shallon Lester, allegedly revealed that Meghan often provided exclusive information, materials and photos of the royal family for large sums of money, effectively working as a secret insider in a crumpled coat, selling information to tabloids. Honestly, I'm not sure why Lester decided to expose Meghan all of a sudden. Perhaps she reasoned that if the Duchess was already exposed, the tabloid didn't need her anymore, as there would be no more exclusives from her. Or maybe the tabloid editor confessed under pressure, fearing legal consequences. Who knows? Additionally, there was growing dissatisfaction within the palace regarding Prince Harry's wife accepting expensive gifts, which is against protocol for members of the royal family. Complaints from palace staff about Meghan's allegedly harsh treatment added to the mix. In short, the stars aligned, and the royal family decided to take action. Sources suggest that the Queen allegedly summoned Meghan to meet her at a specific time, but Meghan declined, citing a scheduled visit to the National Theatre. This is something one should never do: decline a meeting with the monarch when her or His Majesty invites you. Sources claim that Meghan acted too confidently and underestimated Queen Elizabeth's authority. She thought of her as just Harry's grandmother who would wait and not go anywhere. That's when the Queen sent security to fetch the Duchess and cancelled her National Theatre event. However, Meghan was unaware of the cancellation and was surprised when nobody greeted her. She then made a scene, expressing her displeasure at the absence of a red carpet and claiming that they didn't know who she was. The Queen's people were well aware of who Meghan was, so they waited for the Duchess outside the theatre. Her Majesty's security team tried to usher the Duchess into a car, despite her loud protests. Her belongings were already packed. The staff had packed Meghan's clothes into 2 bags, and with all this treasure she was taken to the airport. However, Meghan's personal diary remained at Frogmore Cottage, and it is claimed that MI5 and MI6 intelligence services have already scanned it and made the necessary copies. As for the Duchess, the royal security escorted her to the airport, where she was supposedly met by Countess Sophie and Prince Edward. They accompanied Meghan on board a plane bound for Canada and stayed with her until the plane took off. The next day, a post appeared on a widely known social media platform, stating that the Sussexes were renouncing royal funding and stepping back from their roles as senior members of the royal family. During the Sandringham summit, Prince Harry stood alone against his family, as Meghan was not even allowed to participate via video call. According to Meghan, William yelled and yelled at him, while his father sat with an indifferent look. But in January of this year, just before the release of his memoirs, the offended prince said in an interview with journalist Tom Bradby that he still expected an apology from the royal family. Many were outraged at the time, wondering why he should be apologized to when he himself periodically launched attacks on the Windsors and the monarchy. However, Harry apparently meant the exile of his wife from Britain almost under escort. Of course, he did not receive any apologies and is unlikely to do so. Now insiders claim that the palace is concerned about Meghan's potential new memoirs, where she will reveal her side of the story about being expelled from the royal family through the lens of her own grievances. Meghan has indeed signed a deal with Penguin Random House, and rumors suggest that she is indeed working, or planning to work, on memoirs, but they will likely focus on her life with Harry. According to insiders, in light of her rift with the prince, the Duchess intends to profit from her marriage by publishing a book about her relationship with Harry and her grievances, which is sure to displease the prince. But will Meghan follow through with her intentions, and will the world see these memoirs? That is a rhetorical question. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.